Meet people where they meet you. Don't be stressing yourself over unnecessary things. What doesn't want to flow, let it die. What doesn't want to grow naturally, let it be that way. Like, don't force anything. If it flows, it flows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Keep growing. Like, let people look at you and say you've changed and be like, yes, I have. I've become a better person. Did you expect me to still be bitter? Did you expect me to still be, to still have low self-esteem? Did you expect me to still not know my self-worth? Did you expect me to still not be confident? Hi, my loves. Good. What time is it right now? It's 1:32 p.m. on the Friday, the 31st of December, 2021. And now I was watching Maraji's video where she was basically telling us about her pregnancy, her hemorrhoids operation, like basically just an update as I'm watching now. You really don't know what people are going through. Like, you just have to always be kind. You don't know what people are going through. We're currently at a hotel, me and my husband. I came into ABJ for a job, and then we decided to just stay here and be more like a holiday. So I just wanted to make this video because I wanted a visual kind of what I'm grateful for in 2021 and lessons I learned in 2021, and I'm going to be as honest as I can in this video, because even as you're watching it, I want to come back and watch it in the future and kind of see where I've grown from. I should do the regular YouTube stuff and tell you to subscribe, because we're trying to grow in this new year, so subscribe. So first thing I learned, I'll start from lessons I learned. Well, let's give gratitude first. Let's be grateful. With thanksgiving shall you enter into his gates. So let's be grateful. Let's thank God. I entered 2021 not thinking I was going to get married. Yes, we'd already done our introduction in 2020 November. Link already on my channel, go watch. But the way our whole marriage happened, we were basically not courting for long. We're not in a long relationship where it's like, okay, this relationship is leading to marriage. Let's start planning, let's start saving for that wedding. There was no savings, and 2020 was just a weird year because there was corona. There wasn't time to plan. So you know how you want to plan a wedding and you save for it. You have this budget, you have this plan where you guys will leave, you bought your house already. There wasn't any of that. So I didn't think I was going to get married in 2021, entering 2021, because okay, yes, we've done our introduction, but we're not ready for a wedding. We're not financially ready, speaking honestly, for a wedding. I still have a video I recorded, or videos I recorded going up to the wedding, of my very honest thoughts. So let me know if you want to see that, and I would edit it. My thoughts towards my wedding, like how I honestly felt, because it's crazy. I didn't think I was going to get married. Let's just leave it at that. I was like, okay, we'll save through 2021. Even him, like, it was something we talked about. We didn't plan. January 2021, there was no wedding date in our head. We didn't plan we were going to have a wedding. But I got married in 2021. I'm grateful. The way everything came together, it was a very beautiful wedding. Oh. In these waters,
but I can't bring myself to ease on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to.
If I had ever dreamt of my wedding, I never did, by the way. I didn't think I would be one of the people that would be lucky enough to find that kind of love that would make them want to get married. Like, I genuinely felt not everyone was meant to get married. Like, genuinely, I was not even, it was not something where I was feeling sad or lonely, but I genuinely didn't think me, that reel that says, or that TikTok that says, ah, I hate all men. Then I met this guy, then he made me fall in love with him. Now I'm simping, fuck my life. That's me in a nutshell. Like, I did not think I would be this head over heels in love with someone enough to say, okay, now you for the rest of my life. So that happened. I'm very grateful. That's the highlight of my 2021. That was the most epic thing that happened to me in 2021. I got married to the love of my absolute life. If I had ever dreamt of my wedding, I never did, by the way. I didn't think I would be one of the people that would be lucky enough to find that kind of love that would make them want to get married. Like, I genuinely felt not everyone was meant to get married. Like, genuinely, I was not even, it was not something where I was feeling sad or lonely, but I genuinely didn't think me, that reel that says, or that TikTok that says, ah, I hate all men. Then I met this guy, then he made me fall in love with him. Now I'm simping, fuck my life. That's me in a nutshell. Like, I did not think I would be this head over heels in love with someone enough to say, okay, now you for the rest of my life. So that happened. I'm very grateful. That's the highlight of my 2021. That was the most epic thing that happened to me in 2021. I got married to the love of my absolute life. And I know some of you might say, she's, marriage is not all that. You guys like to blow up marriage and like this really exciting thing. Trust me, when you get married to the right person, it was from the marriage I had more clarity on like my purpose in life. But from the marriage I was able to become better in everything, even as myself, as me, becoming a butterfly. My partner, my husband really is someone that brings out the absolute best in me as I do in him, because we fine tune each other. We're each other's twin flames, you understand? Anyway, I'm talking too much already. I'm grateful for him, for my husband. And I'm grateful for life. I just kicked my camera. Without life, you cannot really do anything. You can't become more successful, you can't make more money, you can't meet the love of your life, you can't live your dreams, you can't learn new talents, you can't explore the world. You need to be alive to do all of that. And I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that my husband is alive. I'm grateful that my family is alive. Losing my sister really, really, really made me appreciate life, made me understand the concept of life and death. And since losing her, it's like when I know of people that die, like people around me that die, it's like, oh yeah, this is an end that will come to everyone sooner or later. But it's crazy because I even lost my favorite teacher, my secondary school teacher, Mr. Timothy. He died this year. I really wanted him to be at my wedding, but he couldn't make it. Apparently he was really ill during my wedding, so he died. I was really sad. He was 52, he was ill. So that kind of thing made me really shocked, because like I really had such plans for this man when I finally like blow, because he was really one of the persons that helped shape me as a person. Anyway, I'm grateful for life. I didn't lose a family member. My husband's family, he didn't lose a family member. My uncle passed away, and my mom's matriarch, like the person that has been like their dad. He passed away this year. So from extended family, we lost a few soldiers, but God is in control. We're still alive, and I'm still grateful for that. Um, am I grateful for again? My YouTube channel grew. See, starting YouTube and being online, I never thought I could ever be this uh, connected to people. When I started YouTube, I didn't call anyone, butterflies, people that viewed me, and I didn't view myself as a butterfly because I didn't understand anything about butterflies yet. Butterflies and its meaning and just how amazing it is to me came to me in like 2018, 2019, and even then I was still not so like, hey, I'm a butterfly. Like, I really didn't believe it. You know how now it's like I've studied it more, I've understood it more, and I've fallen in love with it more. For those of you watching who may not know, the symbol of a butterfly to me in a spirit animal first of all signifies like just fluttering around in the forest. Like, think of that in your head, and becoming what you need to become. I started makeup in 2014. I'm actually self-taught, and I've been teaching myself makeup ever since. Everything I do, I taught myself. My inspiration behind the palette was all about growth. If you see the palette and its design, it's the butterfly, which symbolizes growth. And for me, that's something that if you want to keep being better in life, you just have to keep growing. Once you stop growing, you just fade out. So which you could use to achieve any look, and I mean any look from subtle to glam, like what I have on now. And that was just my inspiration, basically, to give people the ability to grow beyond their comfort zones. That was what I wanted to do with the palette. So try out the palette. I'd love to see you fall in love with it. Bye. That's what a butterfly means to me. Like, it's like I'm not going to weigh myself down with any unnecessary trouble. Don't make my wings not fly me. I'm not going to worry about things that are not going to help me grow from being a caterpillar to being a beautiful butterfly. I'm not going to bother myself about peaceful things that are right there and I choose to ignore it to go for chaos. No. I want to grow, and I've seen so much growth this year. It's crazy. It's very crazy. What you really believe works for you, and I didn't want to call people that support me or people that view me something that had to do with my name. Some people were earlier on, some people were like LYDIA Stans, or some people came up with some names, like for our identity, and I was like, they just didn't stick, they didn't mean anything to me, and I'm someone who holds meaning there. I'm very, very, very grateful for every single one butterfly watching this. Very grateful for you. And if you choose to call yourself a butterfly, like, really believe it. It's not just in the emoji, it's not just in the emblems. Like, really become a butterfly, your most beautiful self. Don't stop becoming better. Don't stop becoming better in your craft. Don't stop becoming better in your school. Don't stop becoming better in any career path you've chosen. Don't be bothered about any other thing in the forest. Just flutter around and grow. Don't hold on to unnecessary menaces, unnecessary sadness. Don't hold on to, just unnecessary stuff. Just flutter. Keep changing. Keep growing. Like, let people look at you and say you've changed and be like, yes, I have. I've become a better person. Did you expect me to still be bitter? Did you expect me to still be, to still have low self-esteem? Did you expect me to still not know my self-worth? Did you expect me to still not be confident? Did you expect me to still not be able to tell wrong from right? So I'm very grateful. Like, I really blossomed as a person this year. I chose peace. I chose happiness. I chose growth. I chose love. I chose me. I chose my self-worth. I'm grateful for our home, where we live. The way that house came to be, or came to be our home, is something that only God can explain. Like, that's just what I'll leave it there as. Like, my baby is sleeping, so you might hear him snoring in the background. This will be my proof that he snores. He always tells me he does not snore. You watch this video. I love him so much, my goodness. Some days when I just finish editing or filming or something and I'm super tired, he'll make me breakfast or dinner or whatever food it is that time, and he will bathe me. Like, he will take me to the bathroom and he will take care of me and he will bathe me because I'm too tired. And he'll come back and he will do my skincare for me sometimes. He really takes care of me. He's the best. I'm grateful for him. I've never experienced a love like this. So when I tell you don't settle, really, don't settle. I'm grateful for money. Money came this year. Like, this was the year I made the most on my YouTube. I made like $900 in 1 month, and that was crazy to me. Towards the end of the year, like after my wedding, maybe my wedding was the good luck charm I needed, because my channel saw more growth than it has in the past 5 years. My hard work was finally starting to pay off, and because of this, it really fueled a new fire in me, to bring out more content, to be more consistent, to stay up all the hours editing. How are you, baby?
Okay. So I had a boner. I like to come up with outside that we had like this. I was like, that was too much.
Put it in. Should I come take care of it? Why not?
Yes, radio.
I'm done with the list of things I'm grateful for. And my husband
You
is
say you're grateful for great sex, because me, I'm grateful for great sex.
You're grateful for great sex.
For amazing sex.
I said I'm grateful for you, so that encompasses everything.
No. I'm grateful for somebody, but that does not mean the person is giving you to you the way you want it.
I'm grateful for great sex.
I'm grateful for great sex in 2020. No, my face.
They need to see you say what you say.
And I pray 2022 is better for all of us.
Amen. So let's move to things I learned, okay? Number one thing I learned was to understand my emotions. Like, I've always been very chaotic, and I didn't realize how much I was until I met someone as stable as my husband. Like, I might be saying to you, I'm angry at you, you made me angry. I don't know why I'm angry at you. I'm not telling you why I'm angry at you, and I'm not profiling a solution, or I don't even have a picture of the kind of solution I want in my head. Does that make sense? Like, if you cannot break down how you really feel, then how do you expect someone totally different, someone that is out of your body, to understand or even help in any way? And this cartoon I watched, I can't remember the name, but the main character was Riley. Babe, what was the name of that cartoon?
Happy.
Joy, right? Joy is the name of the animation. And it was basically this girl that we could see inside her head, her angry emotions, her joy emotions, her sad emotions, and you know how you're trying to always be happy, 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 happy every time, but then you actually need to feel sadness to appreciate the joy. Like you actually need to let whatever you go through, let the sadness come, feel it. It's human to go through emotions. It's very, very strong. You crying out was making you hurt or was making you pain is a strong response to healing. Like you confronting that thing that is causing you discomfort, and then you used to just run away. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to think about it. What are you looking for? What's not? Your cake is still remaining. Just like that bread leader down there. By that side. Took a break and to do what? Another thing I learned from this year is not expecting people to be you or to be me. I'm not expecting people to react or act the way I would. Not placing an expectation on people to be a certain way with me because I'm a certain way with them. I stopped feeling bad for friends that didn't give as much a damn about me as anything, and these are people that I would really root for. Like I would come through for severally, and I wanted to even do more. Like I'm the kind of person whereby if I like you, because I'm a people pleaser, right? So if I just like your energy and I want to be around you, and of course you are receptive and you like my energy as well, and we're being friends and everything, and you know, start to act weird. I tried severally to contact. This really happened to me. So I tried severally to contact, and then most times you hear from these people's end, oh, you've forgotten about me, and I'm the one calling you. I'm the one that bothered to reach out severally, not just once. So, yet I'm the one that's forgetting about it. Like people will not take responsibility for them. Don't expect people to treat you how you treat them. Like that whole treat people how you'd like to be treated thing. Most times in relationship and friendships, right? You can just hope that the other person has sense like you. Don't expect them to be your personal indoor closet girl best friend. And don't mix the lines either, because you just get hurt, because in that person's head you're this to them, and you trying to hold them in a higher regard is like you're wasting your time because they don't really care. They don't really care to that extent. Like be okay with that. Don't feel hurt anymore. Accept people. Let people treat you how they know how to. If it's something you can deal with, fine. If it's something you can't deal with, walk away. I learned to please people a lot less this year. Before, Lydia used to be someone that is scared to step on toes, scared of confrontation. Like I would not confront you for anything. Like even if you slap me, beat me, I will not confront you. I'll be upset. I'll carry the anger for a while, but I'll never say anything to you. I'll never tell you how displeased I am at your actions. I saw myself in a few confrontations this year in my private life, and I was quite proud of how I came out of it on the other end, because that couldn't have been me in 2020. I would have been very oh, it's okay. Yes, no problem. Yes, yes, it's okay. And while I'm hurting, no, you have to know that I'm hurting. You have to know that you hurt me. Do I expect you to apologize and make it better? No. Do I get angry when you don't try to apologize and make it better? No. I don't expect you to do it anymore. Like, people that have come through for me and have shown me, like, okay, this lady, I'm a person. Those are the people that have chosen to come through for. Do you understand? Like, meet people where they meet you. Don't be stressing yourself over unnecessary things. What doesn't want to flow, let it die. What doesn't want to grow naturally, let it be that way. Like, don't force anything. If it flows, it flows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You can't keep forcing a friendship or forcing a relationship or forcing something and you expect that you're going to have the best of it. You won't. What you have is just a staged display that will only last a very few moments and then it won't basically stand the test of time is what I'm trying to say. I've learned to appreciate my real friends more. I'm someone that didn't think anybody was in my corner. Like, I always said I was a loner. I didn't think anybody was in my corner. But having my wedding and that, because that was a major life change for me, right? Having that and seeing the way people acted. Like, I didn't put pressure on anybody. I didn't place any demand on anybody. I didn't request anything from anybody. I didn't beg anybody for anything. Watching how they reacted, how they came through for me, the heights they were willing to go to for me, I'm like, nah, this is enough show of how much I'm into them. And I was so like in awe. I really, really learned to appreciate them. Like, okay, this person really is there for me. Or maybe I should stop being so defensive and actually let them into my heart. Like, really completely let them into my heart. And there were a few people this year that are like, oh, okay. I used to have a very bad level of trust issues, and I didn't even realize I did. Like, I would not let anybody pass a certain level. There's a block, a wall there ready for you. But I see myself genuinely loving people this year. Like, genuinely, like, rooting for them. Like, I want you to win, girl. I want you to succeed. I want you to crush your goals. That unnecessary, petty jealousy and just, oh, I don't want I don't want to use certain terms, but that kind of vibe, like, wasn't there anymore. In the tiniest way, like in my heart of hearts, I wanted everybody to succeed. Like, everybody I would support in my own way. So, marriage, my newly wedded marriage. Maybe I was going to use another video, but I learned how to be patient. I learned how to be understanding, like, really, really putting yourself and that other person in a place in your head where it's like nobody can corrupt this love, this thing, nobody can corrupt it. I got to the point of really like learning how to talk to my husband. You know how, I don't know if it's anybody else is like that, but me, I used to be very sarcastic. I still am. So, you know how sometimes sarcasm is hidden in anger and you're basically calling that person dumb without saying they're dumb. And I found myself doing it a few times unknowingly to my husband, and he'll call me to it. Like, he's someone that is so in control of his mind and his emotions, and he understands feelings. Like, So he would tell me, you see, you're doing it again. I don't appreciate you making me feel this way. And I want us to work on whatever hurt you're feeling that is still making you feel this way. Because when we start to have kids, you can't repeat the cycle. You know how our parents emotionally abused us to nonsense, especially in Nigeria, emotionally abused us with rubbish. If you had very loving parents that were very understanding, supportive, you could talk to them, they would listen, they didn't flog you, they didn't flog you to the point where you bleed. Be very grateful because I had very abusive parents and they didn't even know. This is not a conversation we're ready for in this Nigeria because everybody is an abuser and they don't know. They think they are disciplining you. There's a fine line between discipline and mentally, emotionally, physically abusing a child. There's a fine line. I'm learning that. I'm learning to understand how to, you know, compartmentalize my feelings. You know how before, right? Let's say I go out and someone annoys me outside. I don't know how to keep that energy of that person that annoyed me just for them, just for when I see them again and I confront them. When I come back home, everybody around me will feel that anger, will feel that hurt, that person hurts me. Because I'm the kind of person that when I'm feeling hot, I like to deal with it. Like I don't like leaving the hurt to fester because my heart is very light. I can't hold on to anger for a long time. And more I'm choosing peace because even now that I'm a lot more peaceful than before in my mind, when I feel myself getting angry, my chest starts to tighten up so, but there's like this very bitter feeling in my chest. Like it just starts to knot up. I've never paid attention to it like that before, and more I'm working on not getting angry to the point of that happening. So I learned to compartmentalize my feelings. Like I can't be angry at Nonso when Nonso was not the one that hurt me, because it really hurt him a lot this year when I'll do those things. Like, why are you being wicked to me? Why are you being mean to me? Why are you saying hurtful things to me when I didn't do anything to you? I didn't do anything to deserve this hurt that you're hurting me. And it made me really understand, like, if you really love someone, man, in every way you wouldn't hurt this person. You only want to nurture them. So I learned to don't try to pronounce that word. I know when I'm angry now. I know when I'm tired. I know when I'm frustrated at something. I know how to keep that frustration aside and focus on trying to find a solution. You know how before I'll just be this big crybaby throwing a tantrum, not actually thinking of something to solve or how to solve it. But I've learned that this year, like being strategic and actually solving the problem so I can have peace of mind. Not acting like a baby and not confronting anything, just hoping, wishing and hoping it goes away and becomes better. Learned self-love, a lot of self-love this year. Like, I learned to shut out everything on social media that tells me how a perfect female body should be. I learned to love myself, like my body. You don't even understand. I was almost contemplating creating a Finsta to post like very, very sexy pictures of myself because I really enjoyed the human or the female like physique. Like how stunning my figure is, how nice my ass is, how my thighs are very thunderous, very thick. You know, how goddess like my body is. I took pictures of myself a lot this year and last year. I think losing weight has a lot to do with it. I'm going to go back to my fitness journey in the coming new year. Like this new year, I'm going to go back in my heart on my fitness journey. Like I want to feel strong again. But that's the thing I was lacking towards the end of this year. I wasn't feeling as strong because, I stopped working out for a while. Started eating a lot of sweet things. Okay, too, it's a journey. It's not a marathon. I'm not beating myself up for it. Like, I'm enjoying myself. If I crave something, I'll eat it. We'll go and work out afterwards. But I'm going to be better with portion control. And one thing I stopped doing in 2021 was not using my small plate to eat. I started using flat plates. So you know how you're serving rice and you just put the regular 2 spoons or 3 spoons and you're like, this plate still empty. Make her fuller, make her add more. The plate doesn't look presentable. Let me make it look more aesthetic. Let me add more rice. Let me add more this. Let me add more that. Nope. I'm going to be eating in my little bowl again because portion control is really it. I'm telling you, that's the key. That's what was missing towards the end of this year that I gained weight back. Portion control. I didn't portion control again. I just went back to eating. So in 2022, meal. We what? We meal. Ooh, my skin is skinning. Me and my husband are thinking of working out this year, so I'm really like showing who cares to watch our fitness journeys. We're not going to publicize the page or anything, but we're going to post every day on those pages what we are eating, accountability, like just stuff to help us.
The page is going to be private. The only people that can join the page are people that are going to join us in doing it every single day.
Yeah.
You post every single day. You post your meal, your workout.
That's a very private.
You weigh in every single Wednesday. Weigh in Wednesday.
That's nice. I like the sound of that.
The goal is to lose 1 pound every week.
Yeah.
We're not going to force it. We're not going
1
to.
pound is what kg?
2 kg.
People to see that it's not all the time that you just lose weight easily and stay like that all through the while. Like,
sorry, half a kg. Half kg is 1 pound, I think.
Yeah, half kg is reasonable. I wanted to say that 2 kg is plenty.
Yeah, I think it's half kg. So in a month, we aim to lose 2 kgs.
Yes, 2 kgs a month.
That's very doable.
Yeah. I know some months we'll even lose more, so yeah. Let me know if you want to hear more about that page. When we do create it, not if we do create it.
What was that?
To create the page.
Yeah. And it's not just Instagram. We are going to make a community page on Facebook. One that others can post their own progress.
To all you 4 people that like to dislike my videos. Did you
Always
see?
the same 4 people.
To all you 4 people who like to dislike my videos, I want to say a curse word, but I'm not going to say it. I wish you peace and love and light. Because I don't know why you don't like me. Why are you hating? You don't bring light. I'm going to end this video here. Thank you to every single one butterfly who subscribed to me in 2021. 2022, I promise you amazing content. There's a fire that is lit up in my belly to teach, to become a better content creator, better at editing, bringing you vlogs, bringing you educational content, helpful content, growing with you, basically becoming a butterfly with you. So leave your comments down below with your butterflies. Tell me some of your New Year resolutions. And I really want to know, like, just let me know where your head's at this New Year, I'm going to see you in my next video. Stay amazing, stay beautiful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I love you butterflies so much.